This ABC15 flash briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. All roads lead to Sanderson Ford.
Hi there, I'm Jamie Warren with your afternoon update for ABC15 Arizona. An Arizona soldier who died on a training mission is returning home. 27-year-old Army Sergeant Andrew Southard grew up in Apache Junction. He was one of 5 special ops soldiers who were killed in a helicopter crash Friday. The Department of Defense saying that the soldiers were taking part in routine flight training at the time. Friends tell us it is still hard to believe he's gone.
And we still stay in touch. We talked last week, and my last words were, stay safe out there, man. He said, you too, brother.
But he always loved to just make us laugh. And and he would always lend a helping hand.
Southard's father tells us that his son always wanted to be in special operations and join the military in 2015. America Votes 2023. The Maricopa County Elections Office says that they'll post the final results of the November election today. Over 472,000 votes have already been counted. 75 ballots still need to be processed. The office says just over 24% of eligible voters in the county cast a ballot this year. Also happening today, small business owners in Arizona are headed to our nation's capital. They'll be talking to lawmakers about the impact of inflation and high interest rates on their businesses. That includes the owner of Vintage Oats in Chandler and the owner of Walker Bookstore in Tempe. There's a new effort to make public school teacher salaries more competitive in our state. Republican lawmakers are proposing extending Prop 123 when it expires in 2025, using the money to pay teachers more. In 2015, voters approved Prop 123 as a permanent source of funding for K-12 education by extending it another 8 to 10 years. Lawmakers predict it would raise an additional $300 million in fiscal year 2026. That's enough to raise teacher salaries on average by $4,000 a year. With high prices on what feels like just about everything, more families are facing food insecurity this year. And that means ahead of Thanksgiving, United Food Bank and the city of Mesa can really use our help. They held their 15th annual Turkey Tuesday drive at the Mesa Convention Center this morning. You can still make a cash donation at feedaz.org. Well, here's a way to celebrate the holidays. Pedal House Brewery is hosting its 4th annual Friendsgiving next Wednesday. They'll have live music, food, and drink specials all day long, including a peppermint porter to ring in the holidays. Friendsgiving will be happening at both their Phoenix and Chandler locations. Some major shifts happening in the housing market. Among them, fewer married couples are buying homes. The National Association of Realtors finding 59% of recent buyers were married couples. It's actually lower than what we saw back in 2010.
Single women are second to married couples, and they have been actually since we started this report in 1981. But we're seeing more unmarried couples, more singles overall in the market. Even more roommates in the last few years have been purchasing homes, perhaps pooling money together to be able to afford a home.
That's Jessica Lautz, who says 20 years ago, most home buyers were thought to be married with kids. That too is now changing. In this year's survey, 70% had no young children living at home. Well, get ready for more action on the ice. Our Arizona Coyotes staying in the Wild West, taking on the Dallas Stars tonight. It is a big matchup. Dallas, the overall favorite in this game, but we're learning with our Yotes, anything can happen. The puck drops at 6 o'clock, and you can catch the game at 5:30 on Antenna TV channel 15.2 or Cox channel 95.
Time now for that most accurate forecast. I'm meteorologist Iris Hermosillo. Temperatures reaching the upper 80s again today. Another warm afternoon after a warm morning, too. Those temperatures are struggling to cool thanks to that cloud cover that moved in yesterday. We'll keep that cloud cover around through the day today, but it's going to stay dry and we'll still warm into the upper 80s. Then we warm into the upper 80s again tomorrow before those temperatures start to come down and we get 2 doses of cooler air coming our way. One that'll drop those highs into the low 80s Thursday and Friday. Then we're falling into the mid to upper upper 70s this weekend, and it looks like we'll stay in the mid 70s early next week too. We're going to see rain chances too, not today, but rather Wednesday night into Thursday, and then again Friday into Saturday. But those chances do look a little lower than they were looking yesterday, so we'll keep watching. And as far as rainfall amounts, well, those amounts look pretty light too, around maybe 1/10 to 1/4 of an inch of rain in the valley. But the cool down is coming at least, and highs will fall into the 70s as we kick off Thanksgiving week.
We'll have another update tonight. Until then, you can always get the latest news, weather, and traffic at ABC15.com or by downloading the free ABC15 mobile app.
This ABC15 Flash Briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. All roads lead to Sanderson Ford.